she's got a brand new single that was just released on Tuesday. The lovely Amy Metcalf is in studio with me this morning. Hello, darling.
Hello.
Now, you're a farm girl. Since we've talked last, it seems going on almost a year, which is way too long, by the way. You've had a lot that has happened for you. Now, has this farm girl gotten used to the things that you've been doing, the music lifestyle and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, I like to think that I'm more of a down-to-earth person, so I always go back to being the farm girl, you know. I work with horses during the day, so shoveling poop and getting stepped on is really good.
One of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, it's really good to keep you humble. But yeah, it's been quite a journey already, and I'm super excited to see where it's going to go and continue to grow. I'm still not used to hearing my song on the radio. It's pretty exciting.
Well, you've been posting all over social media as well that 2015 is going to be a big year for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you excited about that?
Yeah, totally. I think my record label and I both believe that this is going to be a big year for me, as it's my first release to the world. We've got some international things planned for as far as touring in other countries and continents, and my first album ever will be released in April. So.
Oh, that's so exciting, which I'm assuming your new single, Forecast Said Forever, would be on?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
yep.
And so you are signed to Royalty Records. Your label mates, people know them as the Boom Chukka Boys.
Yeah.
You know, they've had great success over the last little while with Royalty Records. So again, very excited for what this year is going to bring for you with them. Now, the Alberta Country Music Awards went down last month. You, my dear, were nominated.
Yes, ma'am.
For Female Artist of the Year.
Yeah, I had 3 nominations, and to be honest, I had no idea how anything worked. So when I was first nominated, I was kind of like, oh, cool, like I'm part of this organization. I think this is just how it goes. But then when it went through to the second ballot, then I was still nominated, and everyone was congratulating me. So I'm like, oh, I guess this is a good thing. So I got kind of excited once people told me I should be excited. And then when I was at the awards, they only list the top 5 in the categories for the nominees, and I was top 5 for all the ones that I was nominated for. So it was a good experience for me and a good start to 2015.
Amazing. Now, Amy Metcalf in studio with us this morning. Your new single just released on Tuesday, Forecast Said Forever. Now, I'm not going to lie, which, by the way, is available on iTunes if you're interested. I'm going to be honest with you. I judged the song by the cover, and I saw the title, Forecast Said Forever. So I grabbed my tissues. Excuse me, I grabbed my ice cream. I was ready to cry about, a love that
didn't last,
but it lasted in my memory, and just basically based on what my thoughts were, my preconceived thoughts of the title. And then I listened to it, I pressed play, and it's not at all what I expected. It's so upbeat, it's happy, it's feel good. Tell us about that song.
I kind of have a history of taking a negative or a sad event and making it into an upbeat song. That's kind of what the first single that I had is the same thing. I guess it's just how it comes out for me. Having a memory of somebody doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing, even if they're not around anymore. It's kind of exciting to know that you felt something that much about somebody that you could write a song about them, regardless of how it ended up. So.
Beautiful. Now, you wrote that song, obviously. You're quite the songwriter, especially amongst Aboriginal Alberta musicians in general. Your name is thrown around there quite often. Is there any other songs that are coming up that can we expect every song on your new album coming out in April all yours?
Yeah, actually, I've got 7 songs on the EP coming out, and 6 of them are all written just by me, and the others a co-write with Byron Hill, who's written a lot with Boom Chukka Boys and Gord
Bamford.
A lot of people ask me, and I know it kind of looks weird because I list how many great people that I've co-written with, and then I release an album that has basically all my songs. The reason for that is I'm a believer in the album and as an art as a whole, and I wanted this to be a representation of the last, few years of my life, which were me kind of growing up, me questioning, youthfulness. And those were all songs that I wrote by myself, as you would expect, right? And so I wanted to leave more of the co-writes for my second album to allow growth and to kind of be able to have 2 separate periods of my life.
Okay, what inspires you when you're writing?
Basically anything. Usually a lot of the times I'm with the horses, and I'm just kind of thinking, and a line will come up or a little tune will come in my head, and I'll start singing along to it, and then I'll just take my phone and record it and then visit it later, or sometimes even 2 months later. It just kind of comes. I guess is the way that it's literally embedded in my mind, and it's always coming through. So it's hard to say what exactly inspires it.
I wish I could say the same. I just I can't write. I'm not creative in that sense. So you've got a little song for us that you're going to sing.
Yeah.
Just a minute here. While you're getting ready here, I will let the people know that Forecast Said Forever is available on iTunes. If you want more details on that, you could always check out Amy Metcalf with an E.com. She's on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything. Everything you need to know will be on there. If you want to follow where her latest shows are, where she's going to be, what she's got going on, just check out her social media. So without further ado, let us see what you got.
So this song is, I'll just give you a little sneak peek. It's called Fairy Fail. Now this one, if you want the ice cream and the tissues, this would probably be the one. As you can tell by the title, it's the opposite of a fairy tale. And it's just kind of about being young and having expectations that don't get met.
Okay, let's hear it. I'm already crying.
There's sadness like the stories, and there's hearts like the books. Trees, enchanted forests, and boys with good looks. But no one ever tells you that you'll never kiss a frog. And if you did, you wouldn't know that he was wrong. 'Cause he told you that he loved you when he looked you in the eye. And you said you loved him back, then kissed your childhood goodbye. Knights ride pretty horses, but you can only trust the horse. He's the one who will hold you up when things get worse. And I know that life's not perfect, but I thought some things could be real. It's a fairy tale, devastating tale of a girl who only dreamed she could be a queen. It's a fairy tale, some sort of spell, stopping all her dreams so she could be a queen. It's a fairy tale, fairy tale. Oh,
Little tease.
Oh my goodness. I wanted more of that. Seriously. Okay, so before we get anywhere else, I must thank you from the bottom of my heart for bringing in treats for me this morning. Last time we had the same thing occur.
Yeah.
This time I was like, I'm going to be just as good and bring her a gift too. And I made you a gift. I didn't buy you a gift. I made you a
That's
gift.
special.
And I left it. Didn't bring it. So
I'm just picturing all the things
That's
that
a fairy
it could be,
fail
really.
right there.
Yeah, fairy fail.
But you still brought me some gluten-free, lactose-free brownies and some gummy bears. I'm gourmet, not just the normal gummy bears.
I don't want you guys to think I'm just handing out regular gummy bears.
So thank you so much for that. Now again, Amy Metcalf joins us in studio this morning. That was a sneak peek of her single, Fairy Fail, that we could hopefully expect sometime soon.
Yeah, it'll be a single,
really good.
so.
Your brand new single, that's what it's all about right now. Forecast Said Forever, that's coming up. That's available on iTunes. You're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If people want to follow you, they could always check you out at amymetcalf.com. Amy, darling, it's been such a blast. Thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having me in. Always fun.
Here's her brand new single right now. It's called Forecast Said Forever, available on iTunes.
I remember walking on the beach, thinking about you and